Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Hello, Hello Friends by Maze Gator, or Mize Gator, is it? How do you pronounce? That's maze, right? Corn maze, yeah, Maze Gator. Oh, okay. So he's a maze gator. I'm not sure what that gator part means. But here are the rules. It's 7 by 7 chaos construction rules. Um, and I think I did a previous puzzle where basically I was like, this chaos construction was actually quite was not an easy puzzle, but this is a 7 by 7, so it should be easier. Anyways, what is a 7 by 7 chaos construction rule set? It means divide the grid into 7 regions and place the digits 1 through 7 into every row, column, and region. And I'm assuming without repeats, right? Because otherwise you could place 1 through 7. So therefore the regions have to be 7 in size too, to accommodate the digits 1 through 7. So we must divide the grid into 7 regions and place the digits 1 through 7 into every row, column, and region that we have. So it could be like that, right? We also have X sums, where clues outside the grid indicate the sum of the first X cells seen in the direction of the clue, where X is the first digit seen in the direction of the clue. So, for example, if this were a 6, this X sum, well, okay, that's not probably, that probably isn't work, but say we had a 6 here. Then this X sum would basically be this H and A. H would be the tens digit, A would be the ones digit, would be the sum of the first 6 digits, first 6 cells, sorry, seen in this direction. So it would be the sum, H and A would be essentially the sum of these 6 digits. And that's how X sums work. If this were 4, this H and A would be the sum of the first 4 digits here. That's how X sums work. We also have region building. The X cells seen by an X sum clue belong to the same region. Ah, okay, interesting. So similarly, along with the X sums, if this were, say, a 6, this would be saying that the first 6 cells seen by an X sum clue belong to the same region. So this would have to be the same region then. And the X plus 1th cell, so if in this case it would be 7th cell, would have to belong to a different region. So this would have to actually belong to a different region that way. If we had a 4 here, these 4 cells would be in one region, and this 5th cell would have to be in some other region. But it doesn't have to be, these 3 cells have to be in the different regions. We just have one at least. And that's partly how you get the region building. We have also a cipher where the letters C, H, A, T, Y, and K. So this is for Chatty Cathy. I think she's a. I'm not really sure actually. I don't know if I think I've seen her set a couple of puzzles, but I don't remember actually. But essentially, the common letters in her name, Chatty Cathy, all stand for a unique digit from 0 to 9. Leading zeros, that is in the tens place, are not allowed. So H cannot be a 10. Sorry, H cannot be 0 because HA is a 2-digit number. And T cannot be a 0 because T is a 2-digit number. And you can't have leading zeros in there. But each of the letters stands for a different digit from 0 through 9. Obviously, there's only 6 digits, but they all must be unique from each other. Also, we have cells clued by a birthday cake are either a 1, a 4, a 1, or a 3. And I'm guessing it's because Chatty Cathy's birthday was on April 13th, would be my guess. This puzzle coming out much later because I've been doing this. I just essentially do a backlog of puzzles, but it's been a couple of. It's been like basically some about 10 days after April 13th, and so 413 leads me to think it's probably April 13th as the birthday. So the birthday cakes can only be 1, 3, or 4. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so we know the birthday cakes are 1, 3, and 4. Well, we now have a 1, 3, 4 triplet in column 4, which eliminates 1, 3, and 4 in the rest of the column. So it must be 2, 5, 6, or 7 here. This, though, cannot be... Actually... This digit cannot be 1 because the X sum clue would say that this has to be, the X sum clue sum would add up to 1, which is not allowed because we have a double digit number here. And remember, we can't have zeros. So this is not 1. This is either 3 digits or 4 digits. Well, what's the max you can have for 4 digits? It's 4, 5, 6, and 7, which would add up to 22. So it still could be 4 there in 22. This is also a 2-digit number. It cannot be 2 because 2 and 7 is the maximum you could have for 2 unique digits in this puzzle. So that would be 9, which is not allowed. So it has to be 5, 6, or 7. The 5... If you have 5 digits, you must include 2, 5, 6, and 7. Also, this is the same region. So we know those are all the same region. If you have 5 digits adding up to the X sum, it has to necessarily include 2, 5, 6, and 7 in that sum. That's already 20. So we know then T must be 2. So then TT must be 22, and therefore this must be specifically 4 with 5, 6, and 7 added together because that's the max, and that's exactly what we need to add up to. So this is 5, 6, 7, which forces the remaining digits in the column to be 1, 2, and 3. So this is 1, 2, or 3. The first 4 digits are in the same region. It cannot be the same as this yellow region, so we're going to make this pink. This has to be a separate region here. We're going to mark this. Does black work? Let's make it red just to make it clear. Black I think should work. There's not much else that's dark. So these are separate regions too. So this must be a separate boundary here. This could be 1, okay, it could be 1, 2, or 3 here. We're not sure which. It cannot go further than that because this is... So this must be... So H could be 1. This cannot be 4 here. So H could be 1. H could be... What's the maximum you could have, actually, for 7 digits? It's 28, right? So H almost certainly has to be 1. So this must be 21, right? Because as a tens digit, you can only have 1 and 2 possible, right? Because even if you add all 7 digits, that's the digits 1 through 7, which adds up to only 28. So T is 2, H then must be 1. So this must be 21 as this... how do you say it? As this X sum. So this must be 5, this is 1, this is 3, and this must be 4. So these can't be 5, this is a boundary because we know it's a separate region here. This must be teens. It cannot be 1 or 2 then. This has to be at least 5. So this is 5. It cannot be 6 because that minimum, if you have 6 digits, that would add up to at minimum 21. And we know this adds up to a teen. So this must be 5, which means this whole place is a region. So it's separate from yellow because it's already 5 cells in that region too, and each region is only 7 in length. This must be a separate region here from the 5. What you cannot have... Can you ever have 5 with 7? Yeah, I guess you could. 1, 2, 3. That adds up to 18. This is a single digit. These are all single digits here. So one single digit can only have 3 cells at most in the exsum, right? So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3, and this is 1, 2, or 3. But none of them are 1 because H must be the 1. So this has to be at least 2. This is at least 2. This is at least 2. And this is at least 2. We know H is 1. We don't know what A is. T is 2. A has to be at least 5 through 9. This is 1, 3, or 4. Okay, this 4 cannot be in the same... Okay, so this 4 is a region, and it cannot contain another 4. So this cannot be part of the pink. We know it can't be part of the yellow because of the region building rule. So this must be then gray. So this has to be gray, which means this cannot contain a 4 here. So 4 has to be one of these 2 digits here. Can this ever be... Well, 1 of 6 or 7 cannot be here anymore. 4 has to be here. If we tried to have 1, 2, 3 be here, that would force 6 and 7 to be here, and therefore this would be at minimum 21 for 5 digits, right? 6, 7, 5 is 18, plus 1 and 2 is 21. So this must be a 4 with a 6 or a 7 here. This then must be 1, 2, 3 with 6 or 7, but we're not sure which. This cell cannot be the same region as this one, right? Because if it is, this is a 8-cell region, which is not allowed because we have to have 7 cells for all 7 digits, unique digits. So these 2 must be the same. We're going to make that red. So this is a region by itself. This could be a full region here. So we don't... Oh, no, it can't be. If we have this be part of this pink region, the problem is it can only take one of these cells to be part of its region. And then the other 3 cells are blocked off from forming a full 7-cell region. So this has to be a separate region here, too, from the pink. Because if it were part of the pink, you'd have either a 3 or a 4-cell situation here, which cannot form a 7-cell region. So this has to be 2, which makes... So this is 2, and this is 2. This could also be 2. So, okay, one of these is 2 and the other one is 3. This can't be 3 because of that 3. So this must be 2 then, which makes this a 3. This is part of the red region. which means these must be part of the red region also because they don't have another region to be part of. Both of these cannot be yellow because we have a 1, 5, 2, 6, 7 quintuplet in the yellow already. And we know one of these has to be 6 or 7 because it would then add up to too much if we didn't have a 6 or 7 here. So one of these has to be red. But since one of these is red, we have 7 reds now in this region. Therefore, the other one must be yellow. So we have a red-yellow combination here. That means this red is done as a region. That means this region has to essentially be... This is 2, so this is part of the same region. It cannot be gray, because then this would be an 8-cell region here. So this is a separate one. This is 2. This must be part of another region. The only other region it could be part of is gray. So this is gray, which means we have 7 cells in the gray region. So we can finish that off. Therefore, this must be part of the pink region here. These are all green because that's 7 cells there. This is 2. We know we need a 2 somewhere here. We have 2 and 1. This can't be 2 here. This can't be 2, and this can't be 2. Okay, so K, A is, A can only be, okay. A can only be 314 or 315 here then. Because those are the only digits. We already have a 2 in the region. So 2 cannot appear in either of these cells. Also a 2 in the column. So this must be 314 or 31. Okay, this can't be 3. It's 314 or 315. Either way, 1 has to be here. That means A is either 8 or 9. So this is 18 or 19. Oh, if this is 4, 6, that means this becomes 1, 2, 3, 7. Oh, it could be. That's 18 or 19. Okay, so that still works. This yellow must contain a 4, and it has to have a, which is one of these two, and it has to have a 3. So this cannot be yellow. We're going to mark that as a completely other region because it has to be. This is a boundary then. It must be one of these two. This can't be a 2. So this is 1 or 3. This is 1, 3, or 4. What are the remaining cells in row 1? 1, 6, and 7. 1, 6, and 7. This has to be a 6 or a 7 because the only remaining digit in the row that's not taking count is a 6 or 7. So it's a 6 or 7 here. K could be 3. It could be 6 or 7. That's fine. Let's see. 1 cannot be here. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 remaining in row 3. It could be 6 or 7 too, all right? A is 8 or 9, but Y could also be 8 or 9 too. We need a 2. So one of these digits is a 2 because we need a 2 for this pink region. So either this is 2 or this is 2. We also know we need a 2 in this gray region, so that's 2 or 2 there. Therefore, there must be a 2 in one of these 2 cells. This can't be a 2, actually, because one of the gray 2s is here, one of the pink 2's is in row 2 and 4 also. So the rest of the row 2 and 4 cannot contain a 2. So this can't be 2. This becomes a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair in column 4, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this is a 2, which means this can't be 2, which means this is a 2 here. And it's part of the blue region. The pink needs a 2 and a 1. The 1 could be here, or actually, okay, so this can never be 2, 1 here, because then that would cut off these 2 cells from being part of a region, a 7-cell region. Similarly, if this is 2 and 1, that would not work either, because then this orange cell could only be 6 in size. So these are specifically orange or pink, right? This cannot be pink, because if this were pink, this would cut these 2 cells off. So this has to be orange then. These 3 are orange. This could be pink or orange. This could be pink, orange, or blue. This is blue or yellow, and I guess it could also be orange. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these could actually be orange also. This cannot be yellow because we have a full yellows here. This could be pink here. It cannot be pink here because that would cut it off. So this could be blue or orange. The rest are blue and orange then, as possibilities. Okay, this is 1, 4, or 5. We cannot have a 1 then in the rest of the red region. So it could be 4 through 7, but this can't be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this can never be orange. This is blue always. And what else do we have? So this is 18 or 19. This is 8 or 9. This could be 5 through 9. This could be 3, 6, or 7. This could be a wide variety of things. It just can't be 1. So this is 4, whoops. This is 4, 5, 6, or 7. So this is 6 through 9 here. We have 5 through 9 here, 6 through 9 here, 3, 6, or 7, or 8 or 9 here. Kind of broad. Okay. Remaining digits in row 5 are everything. So that's not helpful. This has to be the digits 4 through 7 here. One of these 2 digits in the red region is a 1. This is a 1, 3 pair, so therefore there's a 1 in one of these 2 cells in column 5. In specifically rows 5 and 6. So the 1 in the red region must be in rows 5 and 6. This 1, 3 pair is in row 5 and 6, so one of these must be 1, which eliminates 1 in the rest of rows 5, and 6. So this can't be 1, and this can't be 1. This is 3 or 4. This is 3, 6, or 7. Well, we have a 3, 6, 7 triplet in the gray region, which eliminates 3, 6, and 7 in the rest of the region. So this can't be 3, 6, or 7. This can't be 3, 6, or 7. Therefore, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair here. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Oh, this can't be 3 or 4. This can't be pink then, because it has to be 3 or 4, right? So, and we already have a 3, 4 in the pink region. Actually, how many orange cells can you actually go here? You have 5 pink, so this is 2 at most here, which means one of these at least is an orange. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it cannot be orange here. It could get to here. It cannot get to here, I think. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it could get to here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it could get to here. So this cannot be orange. This is blue. So this is 1, 4, 6, and 7. We know, where is the 1 in row 7? It has to be in a blue region, which means this being a 1, 3 pair, the 1 cannot be the yellow, the 1 cannot be the blue, the 3 has to be the yellow. So what is the 1? The 1 has to be part of the orange, because we already have a 1 in this blue region, and these all have to be blue. Right, because we know there's a 4 at least here. This is 5, 6, 7 at least. So therefore, I don't know if I would consider this easy. This is easy for a chaos construction rule set, I would say. But this logic is definitely not easy at all here. I see it because I know how to figure out what chaos construction limitations there are. But this cannot be blue, which means one of these is yellow, so this must be yellow and is the 3. This must be then orange and is the 1. So that tells us that. So we know this is a special boundary here. This is orange, which forces this to be orange. So this cannot be blue. This is orange then. This 1 means this can't be a 1. Where's the 1 in this red region? It has to be here. So this is 1. Let's see, what else do we have? This is orange. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to, okay. How does it connect here? This is 5 and 6. It can only connect here. So then this cannot be blue or pink. This has to be orange, which means this cannot be orange. This has to be pink. This can't be pink anymore. Actually, I don't even know if that was ever possible to be pink. So this is orange, which makes this a pink. So this must be 2 and 1, because those are the only digits remaining in the pink region. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orange. So the remaining digits are blue. So these cannot be orange. These have to be blue. And we have all the regions now. Actually, we don't. We haven't separated these two yet. Okay. The remaining digits here are 4 through 7. This can't be a 1, and this can't be 1. This is 3 or 4. This cannot be a 1 here. Therefore, where is the 1 in this in row 7? It must be here. So this is 1. We need a 3 here. And 1 from 4, 5, 6, or 7 there. In this blue region. So one of these is 3. Therefore, this cannot be 3. This is 4, 5, 6, or 7. Can't be 4. Where this can't be 4 either because of the 4 is there. We have a 5, 6. This 2 means this can't be 2. So this is 1, which makes that a 2. This is a 5, 6, 7 triplet in row 2, which eliminates 5, 6, and 7 in the rest of the row. So this must be a 3. This cannot be 3. We have a 4, 5, 6, 7 quadruplet in the green region, which leaves the last digit as a 1. So this is a 1. That's 7 ones. We should have 7 twos. The 3s are kind of... This could also be 3, so it's 3 through 7 here. Okay, A is either 8 or 9. C can be 7, 8, or 9. K is 6 or 7. And Y is 5 through 9. So that's still pretty wide variety. This is 3 or 4 here. So we know these two digits are different no matter what, but we don't know which. Okay, if that's interesting here. If this is 5, that would make this A a 9. Oh, that would be interesting. K is 7 then, which means C would have to be 8. So this would be 6. So if this is 5, Okay, where is the 4 in orange? It has to be one of these 3 cells. Therefore, these cannot be 4. One of these 3 is a 4. If this is a 5, that would force this to be 7. This would be 9. Therefore, the C would have to be 8. So this would be 2 and 6, which would force this to be 7. Which would force this to be 4 and 7. So would that work? This would be 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 adds up to 17. And A would be 9 here. So this would not be 19. So that does not work. So this cannot be 5. This has to be 4. So A is 8, which means this is 18. Oh, that I probably could have figured that out earlier because I don't think it could ever have been 19 here. So that means this is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7 to add up to 18. Yep. So this is 3 and 7, which forces this not to be 7. Therefore, this is 6. These can't be 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. So where is the 6 in this green region? It must be here. This is 6. This cannot be 7. This becomes a 4, 6 pair here. The remaining digits here are 5 and 7 because the red would require the 6, the yellow would require the 4. So this can't be 5 here, so this must be 7, which makes this a 5. That 7 and 5 makes this a 4. This can no longer be 4 here. This is 18, so this is 8 and this is 6. That's fine. This can't be 7, so that makes this a 6, which makes that a 4, which makes that a 6. This then cannot be the red, it's part of the yellow. This can't be part of the yellow, so it's part of the red, and we have the full regions now. These cannot be 6 here. This can't be 6 here. This can't be 6 here, so this is 7. Where is the 6 in column 7? It must be here. So this is 6, which means this can't be 6. We have a 5, 7, 5, 7 pair in the pink region, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the same region. So this must be 6, which makes this 7, which makes that 6. This can't be 7 or 4, so this is 5, which makes that 7. So C is 9. That 7 means this is 5, which makes that a 7. This can no longer be 7 here. This can't be 7, so this is 3. This is 7. This 3 means this can't be 3, so this is 5. So Y is 7. The remaining digits now are 3 and 4. These can't be 7. This can't be 5, so this is 7. This is 3 and 4. Does there have to be a difference here? This can't be 5. This can't be 5. So this is 4, which makes that 3. Okay, there we go. This is 5. This 3 limits that from being a 3. So this is a 4. And this must be a 3. And that's how you solve it. Happy birthday, Chatty Cathy. Happy birthday. I'm assuming April 13th was her birthday. So hopefully she had a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Chaos construction rules are pretty involved. I don't think you can ever really make it an easy puzzle for a chaos construction rule. I've never seen one that really satisfies. And this one, this requires a lot of knowledge about chaos construction rules to be considered easy. And if you haven't done it very much, I don't think you could consider this as easy. Anyways, yeah. I think I had a title previously that, like, can any chaos construction be easy? And I still feel this also shows that you can't really have a chaos construction if you actually understand the rule set really well. It can be easy for you. But even then, that requires a large amount of knowledge. And I love chaos construction rule sets because it's so much fun. I like the coloring, the constructing. It's a lot of fun. But I still don't consider this easy. It's easy for me, but I've done a whole bunch of chaos construction rule set because I like those. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do you think even this, a 7 by 7 chaos construction rule set, do you think that this was easy? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.